What's up guys, Gumzer and welcome back to Pro Cycling 2021 for stage number 10 of our Tour de France playthrough. If you've missed the previous episodes, then do go ahead and check them out because a few things have happened recently. But today's stage is the first one, following the rest day, and it takes us from Albertville to Valence, 188 kilometers for a sprint stage, which we'll try and win with Mark Cavendish to try and get a second win, I believe, with the Max Missile on these roads. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump in. Let's have fun. And it's a -1 for Mark Cavendish going into this stage. I mean, it's a stage that I should be able to do well on. We really took the last stage as a rest stage, if we're being honest. For those who haven't seen it, again, go ahead and do so because you might be like surprised to know that Julien Lafilippe is now 48th in the GC, 25 minutes down on Primoz Roglic. But yeah, I just wanted to have the freedom of being able to go in the breakaways in the coming stages and that. So I felt like that was the wisest decisions. But today we'll have a sprint, so no GC changes. Ballerini +4 would be a great lead out for Mark, actually maybe slightly too strong. +1 Asgreen, +3 on Morcar, +2 on De Valence. Not a bad day at all at the office for us. So if I look really dark, it's normal, it's just that the sun is happening for the first time in Germany, and it is blinding me from like the window in front. So I couldn't show that, otherwise you would see just a white me, as opposed to a non-white me. We do nevertheless have a breakaway in this stage. They have attacked for the KOM. I mean, Sean wanted to tell them that like there's 1 point available today, and neither of Simon Clark, Franck Bonamour, Anthony Turgis, or Julien Simon are going for Polka. Josh Assetulin, I think, has had an issue in the first group, or at least, I don't know, I mean, got dropped, I guess. But yeah. They have 341 on the peloton. Franck Bonamour with horrendous stats. I think he's gonna get quite a nice bump after the Tour de France he's Intermediate sprints coming up for us in 2.5 kilometers actually for the main sprinters. Breakaway has already reached it. I would like to drop Jasper Stoven if possible, thank you. We're not gonna be it's not gonna be a good sprint. Oh, actually it is. I don't know how, knowing that I launched like when I was behind everyone, but it makes still no sense. However, with that, Mark Cavendish reclaims the lead in the green jersey, 5 points ahead of Julien Lafilippe. Well, in the final 20 kilometers of this stage, we do still have 3 riders in the break: Simon, Bonamour, and Clark. We've got 3 others dropped, namely Roach, Henao, and Fernando Bay, but they've actually managed to come back. Now, I quickly checked the finish. It is extremely tricky. It is an extremely tricky finish, which is why Cav is actually not my last sprinter, because I feel like with the amount of corners there are, we nearly dropped the peloton for some odd reason, but I feel like with the amount of corners there are, there's a good chance that like I won't be able to unleash my sprinter with 1k to go. So yeah, he's gonna be like second in the wheel. We'll see how that goes for him. But for now, we can carry on pacing. I don't know if you've heard the noise that currently like was behind me. There was someone on his bike. How the fuck can a bike make so much rattle? I don't know. Julien Simon is gonna get co-op. There we go. 8k to go. And there is no breakaway anymore. Dries de Valence still pacing. We've entered the final 5k acceleration on the right side, on the left side by Casper Pedersen, Nils Seekhoff, and Kees Bol. Mark in P3. As I said, it's a tricky finish. So we're gonna go 99 right now with Casper Asgreen, because you can see there is a left-hander and then a right-hander. That's one corner. There goes Michael Morcar, 1.7k to go for the Dane. Oh, I'm marking winning. If someone's winning today, it's Davide Ballerini, but it's not going to be Mark Cavendish. And Davide Ballerini is actually going to take the win today in Valence, ahead of Arnaud Demar and Wout van Aert, then Sagan Colbrelli. Cavendish not even able to overtake Michael Morcar. Yeah, the strength of Ballerini was much higher today than the one of Mark Cavendish. There was a crash towards the end. I don't know if anyone important has been co-op. Chris Froome has crashed. That is an L. Mark Hirschi and Fabio Dubé to wrap up the stage. We're number 4 on this Tour de France for the Wolfpack, with this time Davide Ballerini, the Italian sprinter, wins ahead of Arnaud Demar, Van Aert, Sagan, Colbrelli, and Kees Bol. Morcar, Cavendish in 8th and 9th respectively, with Julien Lafilippe in P11. There is literally no gaps whatsoever except with Fabien Dubé, meaning that GC-wise nothing changes. Primoz Roglic retains the lead of the year jersey, ahead of Geraint Thomas and Bauke Mollema. when it comes to the points classification, it's actually a 1-2-3 for the Wolfpack. Mark Cavendish, Julien Philippe, and Davide Ballerini. So that competition will be quite battled, with tomorrow's stage being very important. Sorg, Malocène, double Ventoux, and this is where I'm going to try and attack with Julien. I feel like this stage can be Julien's if I play it well. But that will be for tomorrow's episode of the Tour de France playthrough. If you've enjoyed this one, then please do leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel and want to see more of my content in the coming days or weeks, make sure to give the channel a subscription. If you also want to just join me on my streams when I stream, the link is in the link tree in the description down below. But my name has been Guillaume. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. Have a great day. See ya. Pass me the funk, get your funk on.